Business leaders from African nations have been visiting U.S. airports and energy facilities over the last couple of years. They are seeking solutions for their country's infrastructure problems, as well as business contacts and investors who could provide new technology and financing. More inspection trips are planned, including visits to energy facilities in Houston and Chicago's O'Hare Airport just before the Washington summit. The head of the U.S. Trade and Development Agency, Leocadia Zach, says solving infrastructure problems would help African economies grow faster because farmers and others could get their products to market more easily.
But the cost of transportation is really inhibiting their ability to be able to market those goods successfully in the region as well as within their own country.
Given the right conditions, African markets can flourish. For example, the number of mobile phones in Africa has soared from 15 million to 800 million since 2000, according to a scholar at the Atlantic Council. J. Peter Pham says such growth is aided by Africa's natural resources and fast-growing population, which already tops 1 billion people. He says Africa's population may eventually exceed that of China or India and change global markets.
It's a very young population. By mid-century, a quarter of the world's workers will be in Africa, so it will be a locus of production and jobs as well as a potential marketplace.
That's why the U.S. is bringing together hundreds of CEOs from both sides of the Atlantic in search of investment opportunities in Africa, according to U.S. Assistant Secretary of State Linda Thomas-Greenfield.
We hope that this is a transactional event where leaders will leave and CEOs will leave with some ideas of how they might move forward in a proactive way on investment in the continent.
Some African nations are major oil and mineral producers, and many of their exports go to China. China has invested billions of dollars in Africa over the past decade, and along with the European Union, has replaced the U.S. as Africa's largest trading partner. Beijing's expanding influence in Africa worries some critics who say China does little to promote human rights and good governance. Ambassador Thomas-Greenfield says Chinese investment could be good if it leads to more development and jobs for Africans. She says skillful bargaining with potential foreign investors and a stronger effort to clean up corruption will help Africa prosper. Jim Randle, VOA News, Washington.